Oh, hey there. Welcome back to another episode of the Lease Option live stream. I'm your host, Justin Chamness. I try to come to you at least every Friday when I can. I've been pretty busy lately because we've been doing a lot of great growing. That's right. This is the best time of year for lease options. I just want you to know that. And the reason why is because tenant buyers, the ones that giving us the money, the profit that we're getting, well, they're getting tax returns, and they're getting money back, and they're thinking, oh, well, we could put this into another rental, or we could put this into a rent to own. That's where Justin shows up. Hey, so welcome back to this episode where I want to discuss with you the power of my CRM. The problem is most of us are pretty disorganized. That's right. I have a rule that I've discovered in my life that's helped set me free. Okay. It's the truth that you know that sets you free. All right. And this is one of those truths that I know, that I've discovered in my experience. Here in this reality, you're going to have to work. That's how it works. Right. Now, I didn't come up with that truth, but work. Now, if you're going to be efficient at work, if you're going to work for yourself, then you're going to have to quit working for the boss. Now, how do you do that? It's a great question. How do you quit working for a boss? And that's a question that most people have. How do you quit? Well, you start working for yourself now. How do you do that? While working for someone else. Okay, so let me clear it up for you. When you start working for yourself in a way that is efficient, and it has to be efficient because you can't do it inefficient while working for somebody else. You just don't have the time. So if you do it efficiently and you fill your time that you have available with focused, purposeful, and profitable activities, I hope you hear me. Then and only then can you begin to personally grow and outgrow the boss. Now, that is how I did it. If you hear me, you've probably heard me before. I say all the time, hey, listen, the key to this whole getting away from the job is that you need to have a hyper-focused to-do list every day of the activities that are going to be profitable for you to get you moving in a profitable business so that you can fire that boss. Okay, how did I do it? It makes sense. When you become better at working for the list, because I tell you, when you fire the boss, the tendency, when you have freedom all of a sudden that you've never tasted before, is to be depressed, to be confused about your purpose, to not know what to do and to start saying that, and basically to bumble around and fumble around and then go back to the work at the boss's job. That's the tendency. And the reason why that's the tendency is because we aren't taking the actual effective steps to keep ourselves, one, to get us away from the job, and then secondly, to keep ourselves away from the job. And that is, you do that by having a hyper-focused to-do list of activities that lead you in a profitable direction. Okay. Every day, when you work harder for the list than you do at your job, that to-do list, than you do at your job, then at some point you will become profitable enough to fire the job. That's been my experience. Now, in order to stay away from the job and not have to go back to the job, then you've got to manage yourself every day to continue working for that productive, hyper-focused, profitable list of things to do every day. You keep working for them in a profitable, efficient manner, and you fight the depression, and you fight the loneliness, and you fight the confusion, and you fight the training that you've had programmed in the back of your mind this record that has been grooved into your brain that you need someone to tell you what to do all day in order to know what to do. And without that, you feel lost and bored and lonely and scared and confused and all that. Yes, I get all that. The solution to all of that is that hyper focus list. Now, I've created for myself in my life since 2014. Hey, Andre and Tasha, how are you?
Hey, I'm good, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you guys. Good to
Good
see
seeing you.
both of you. I'm just on a rant right now about I'm on a rant about CRMs. I'm because my CRM, a client resource management tool, right? That's
Right.
what that's supposed to mean, right? But it's a whole lot more than just client resource management. Really, it's me management. So
Agreed.
yeah, so since 2014, I've been trying to learn because I'm a late converter. I don't know if Andre or Tasha are late converters. I'm a late converter. And by that, I mean everybody else is on the bandwagon, but Justin ain't really bought in yet.
I haven't maximized mine. I've probably got about 20,000 people in my CRM though that I reach out
Wow.
to. Yeah. Probably on a weekly basis. But I have a team with me. So,
That's great.
yeah.
That's great. I want to hear some insights from you today about this topic because that's pretty awesome to have a CRM developed out to that level. Yeah. And a team too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm using free stuff. Before I used free stuff, I did use some paid stuff. And I won't necessarily mention the names, I guess. They're all good. Some of them are a little more user friendly than others, but I needed the CRM to do a few things for me because I couldn't do them naturally. I don't know. Did you guys make your bed this morning?
Yeah. So one of the things that I learned early on, and a lot of people don't think that it works, but for me it does. I like to make my bed as soon as I get out of it because one, it tells me I'm not getting back in it, and then two, it feels like a win.
It does feel like a win, doesn't it?
Yeah,
And it makes your room look nicer.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got something to start from.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fresh. And you know what? I always get the sense of, hey, this is ready for me when I've completed today's tasks and I deserve to lay down again.
Okay. I
I don't
never
know.
looked at it like that, but I like that one.
Boom.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, I was not raised at, well, okay, I'll make a confession here. As a kid, my siblings, I have a couple brothers, they used to call me a, a, a four-letter word.
Okay.
It's not what you're thinking. Hey, Angel, the word that I'm talking about is slob.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ooh. The guy that leaves his glass and plate and fork with no food on it because you ate it all, leaves it sitting on the end table in the living room, and his socks are over there in the hallway. Who knows why?
Right.
His bed still hasn't been made yet today.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. Yeah. They used to call me a four-letter word. So my point is I wasn't raised probably like a lot of people weren't, and I see this. I know that's true because I see it.
Right.
A lot of people still kind of fit that paradigm. That's slobby a little bit. a
That's
little.
right. That's
Can I
right.
say sloppy? Not slob, but sloppy.
Yeah, sloppy. Yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
bordering on undisciplined.
Yes, that's probably more it.
Yeah.
I probably just doesn't place any value in it because they don't see where I love what you just said. I had never thought about it that way, but they don't see that they're actually taking care of their future self. They don't see the value in it because they don't see. So like the way that you put it was, hey, I'm doing this now for my future self this evening. You see what I mean? They just see it as
Yes.
a task, something that they've got to do. but they don't
Yes.
really see that this is actually for my own self benefit. I'm taking care of future me, kind of like investing or exercising is. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You're taking care of future you. It's not
excellent.
something that today's you is just having to do. It's actually going to benefit future you. So I love that. I had never thought about it that way, but that's a great point.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Didn't see a value in it as a younger guy. Didn't see a value in it. As I got older and I was more interested in females, I was like, hey, I got to drop some of this sloppy stuff because some of it's I've found is a little embarrassing.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
got to cut my hair and brush my teeth.
Yeah, I gotta, like I gotta maybe put on a clean shirt, maybe every
Yeah,
once
yeah,
a week or something at
that's
least,
right. That's
or
right.
something. So I didn't. My point is those the discipline, routine, machine personality that we think that we kind of have to have a little piece of. I believe
Right.
you gotta be disciplined to be successful because
True.
success is a repetition of profitable events that we've actuated into our day and our time. Does that make sense? Am I
Oh, that's
wrong? You think?
absolutely true. No,
Yeah.
that's absolutely true. If you want to be successful in anything, you got to repeat things that bring that success because it's not a one-time event. It's not the lottery.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't just play it once and all of a sudden you hit for 500 million and you know you're no you find something that works and you do it over and over again and that makes you successful and that's what makes you wealthy if wealth is your goal. Yeah.
Yeah. So back in 2014, I'm on a wealth quest, and I entered into a mission where it was like, hey, introduction to your first CRM, and it was the ACT CRM. I don't know if
Mm.
anybody's ever heard of ACT, but it's like kind of like sales. What is it? The not no, what's the
Salesforce.
Salesforce, but it's worse. I mean, it's not to not to throw shade at them, but it was pretty not friendly for the
Right,
user.
right,
I
right.
felt like confusing and all it was just seemed was a directory. Like it was basically just a directory, like a business card. Remember we used to have Rolodex and we would flip business
Yeah,
cards.
yeah, yeah.
This was like a digital version of that back then, or at least that's the one my boss had bought. I guess I could say,
Right, right.
or maybe this was the free version he was scalping off some. I don't know. Like, but because remember, LimeWire was a thing back then too,
Yeah, wow, yeah, I forgot about that one.
right?
Wow, that's exactly right. Wow,
Right.
that's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. My first introduction to it was not. I wasn't very happy, but then I had this intern that turned me on to another CRM that was a free CRM, and it was called Trello. And the first thing that I used
Oh,
Trello for was I converted my. I'd started using a journal to do some goal writing and stuff every day.
right.
That was the first discipline I wanted to embrace, and so from there I used this new little simple free CRM, which I'm still using to this day, and I love it. And I've expanded it. What was basically just to manage my life, that's it.
Yeah.
Because I had to show up at work every day and be effective, and there were certain things I needed to do every day. And man, if I didn't have some kind of thing to tell me, I was going to forget some stuff. You know.
Come on, man. You got to give us
Wow.
the name of it. You didn't give us the
Oh,
name
it's
of it.
Trello. Yeah, I use
Oh,
Trello.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
Trello. Okay,
Trello, absolutely. And so it's a free CRM, in fact. So I wrote that
okay.
down too. It's free, so you
That's
don't have to pay to
okay.
use it. And I've got a free template on my website. Actually, if you go to the realestatewholesalersclub.com and you look in the downloads library thing, there's a free access to it, and you can get a copy of it, even a template of mine.
Okay.
Yeah. But by the way, also in the description, you can find Andre's contact information. And I'm going to add Angel's too, because Angel, thank you for being here. She's hosting a live stream tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 Central, 11 Eastern on Facebook, I believe. Is that where it is? Facebook Angel? I was there last week, but you're in several different locations too. Is that right? I don't know if she
She's on
are you
mute. Yeah.
okay. Okay. No
Looks like she
problem.
can hear us though, but maybe she's on
But
mute.
well, she's there definitely on Saturday at 10 a.m. So you want to plug into that for sure. Okay. I think she probably hopped over to realestatewholesalerclub.com to go get that CRM. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, um, I needed it to help manage my life because there's like we were saying, success is kind of a ritual.
Yes, it is.
Uh, that's a weird phrase, isn't it? Success is a ritual. I mean,
Well,
that seems so
I mean, is
tribal
it?
too. Like, does that strike a tribal chord in you or me? Like something
I
ancient
know,
about that?
not tribal, more religious. I think
Religious.
when I hear
Okay.
ritual, yeah,
Yeah.
spiritual, religious type of thing is
Yeah.
probably what I would call it.
Yeah.
But I mean, think about all the people that show up to what's the guy's name? Warren
Mm.
Buffett's.
Mm.
Those people all make a trek to a holy place where they've invested their money,
Yeah.
and in order to find and hear from the oracle, you know what I mean,
Oh
and
yeah.
hear his words of wisdom. That's ritualistic, right?
Mm. I
That's a
yes.
ritual. Yeah. And
Yes.
those people have had some level of success if they've been able to buy those shares that he owns. So I
Right.
mean, I think you're onto something there.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's a metaphor. I think of it like I just picture in my mind. If you can, just imagine with me Native Americans out in on the reservation where they live. But this is before colonization,
Right.
and they had what we know of like as a rainmaker.
That's right.
You ever see pictures of that in a book or some kind
Mm-hmm.
of maybe a movie depiction of
Mm-hmm.
it? And the beautiful headdress and the dance to bring the rain.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ritual.
That's right.
Success was a ritual, even in some in some ways like that. I don't even understand, Uh, I think it's a beautiful metaphor, the rainmaker. And then sometimes we
Yeah.
call people in corporate world or in our work,
Oh,
oh
in
that guy is, yeah.
any
Oh,
sales
he's the
organization,
rainmaker.
yeah, any sales organization, you're gonna have the rainmaker, the guy that brings in the business.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted that to be me.
Mm.
So this CRM thing became super duper important because I needed it to help me manage my business leads too, right? And manage my life, manage my business leads. So not only that, but you talked about this too, team communication.
Mhm.
That's huge. Very, very big. And one other thing I needed it to do was I needed it to automate for me a little. Automation. What do I mean by automation? Does your CRM automate anything, Andre?
Yeah. So our outgoing emails are all tracked through there. Any opens and closes of those emails are tracked through there,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of our applications and
Mm.
documentations of the applications go through there.
Wow. Nice. Super nice. So you've been using your CRM for a while. Could you live without it? I mean, could you be as successful without it?
Not as successful,
If
but
I handed you a journal and an ink pen and a pencil and I said, here you go, this is your new tools. Here's your desk. And here's your new tools. You don't get nothing but this. Could you do it?
give me 3 years and I'll be
Yeah.
right back where I am now. But
Right.
if you said do it in a day,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
But if you give me 3 years, because I started off that way.
Yeah.
I'm a product of the late '80s, early '90s. I'm
Yeah.
older than I look, and so I've I've
You're
been
looking
doing it
good,
for a
brother.
minute. I appreciate it. I work hard at it. And so yeah, so so I've been doing it. You said Rolodex.
Yeah.
Now I've actually done it from like a sheet of paper, and then we got to computers and
Oh
Excel
yeah.
spreadsheet. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything used to be two. I used to keep them on these little flip cards, these little ruled index cards. Like I still, you can see I got a little stack over here of those still.
Yeah.
Um, how about Angel and Tasha? Either one of you want to share about your CRM? Are you using a CRM? What helps you organize your life, your business leads, your team communication, anything like that? What are you guys using?
So I'm
I'm
gonna
using,
go ahead, Tasha.
well, mine's gonna be simple because I'm using Excel and a shoddy memory.
Wow. Wow. That's honest and that's beautiful too. So I appreciate that. That at least you got the Excel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a start. So there's maybe just an upgrade you can make that would really be fun. Yeah. That's a good one. Thanks for sharing that, Tasha. What do you got on your Excel? Can you share that with us? You don't have to share the
Um,
Excel, but just tell us.
no, just mostly like responses to all of the like little leads and stuff, and then like
Mm,
follow-ups. But then you add to the list and you add to the list, and then you forget to follow up with the first part of the list. And
mm,
so kind of stuff like that. I still kind of do like follow-ups, but after the list gets so
mm.
long,
Oh,
you still have to kind of delete or either research more or whatever. So it
right.
becomes a big blob of Excel.
Right. I understand that because it doesn't give you notifications automatically.
Right.
Hey, call this guy. Don't call this guy yet. That kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe, there's probably a way to do that. There's some I'm just going to call them, they're spreadsheet freaks, like
Yeah.
they really know. They know how to really turn one on, man, and make it go. I am not that guy though.
Yeah, because like you said, the spreadsheet freaks, they'll put they'll tie it into the Outlook,
Yeah.
to the calendar and the whole thing. And yeah, you're
Oh
right.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
it definitely yeah, definitely it can go. But she's
It's
on the
like
right
a
course. She's graduated from the notepad and the paper, so
exactly.
she's on the path,
I feel like that's the biggest jump. Yeah, for sure. That's the
Yeah.
biggest hurdle. What about you, Angel? What are you doing?
So I am in the midst of switching. Um, so I had been using a personal relationship management software called Close, and it was mainly for your phone. It worked really great on the phone. I mean, it worked on the computer too. But it manages the contacts. It, has all of your emails coming into the same email box. So, when I have 5 emails, different email addresses, they all come in and I can, get through them pretty quickly. So that's all really nice. It connects to a phone system that I use called DialPad. And then it tracks text conversations, all of that within the CRM so I can see what I've done. Um, you can set up a lot of automation campaigns, text and
Wow.
email marketing. And so it was working pretty well. And then I went to them and I said, "Well, hey, I need to set up another phone line." Because what was happening was I set up some text and email campaigns to go out to folks who have vacant houses.
Yeah.
And all of that shit came to my phone. Like, I mean, all of it. And it would tell me that it was sending it. And then it would be like, this campaign started for so and so. This person said stop. This, and all of this stuff was like just, it was blowing up my phone, all of these notices. And I tried to like turn it down. So it was like, don't send this stuff to my phone. And I couldn't do it. And so I went to them and I said, "Look, I need another phone number because I was going to just connect another phone number. I have another phone number that I can connect and just run the campaigns out of that one. So it's not coming to mine."
Right.
Right. And they were like, "Oh, well, we're sorry. You can't have another phone number. You can only have one connected to your account. I was like, are you kidding?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
threw a little fit. I tried to figure out, how do I make this work? Because I literally spent about a year getting all of this set up, getting my campaigns started. I had campaigns going to real estate agents, monthly, a lot of automation set up. And now they tell me, oh, sorry, you can't grow, you can't add a phone line. And I was just like, oh, okay, now I'm mad.
Right.
So I switched, and I am now rebuilding my automations in Pipeline Pro. So I found Pipeline Pro to be like fabulous so far
Great.
as I build it out. And guess how much it costs me to
How
start?
much is it?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Hold on to
What?
your
Knock me off.
seat, Justin.
You're building it up now.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna get Tasha set up on it because it was $37.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Lifetime license for $37 that gives you the basics to
Wow.
manage your contacts and your pipelines and opportunities. So now I can set up a pipeline when a lead comes into my website or somebody calls from a card or whatever. And I put it into the opportunities, I put it into the pipeline and set it all up, plug all that information in, and then it tracks it on a Kanban like your Trello. So when
Yeah.
I move it from, these I need to call, these I need to set an appointment, these I have an appointment, these are in contract stage or whatever. So I just move it like a Kanban.
That's
And that
great.
was $37. So
I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did here, let me give you my affiliate link, Justin.
All
But
right.
make me some money off of $37. So this is to be transparent, this is where they get you. So you pay the $37 for the lifetime access, and it has a basic package of really good, solid stuff that you can use. The marketing package is an upgrade. So in order to do email marketing, text marketing, set up funnels, set up websites, do your social email management, all of that is an additional $97 a month,
Okay.
which still isn't bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So the other day, Justin, when I was locked out of my accounts, remember I posted, I'm locked out of my account.
Yeah. Yeah. Facebook, when Meta and Instagram all like
Yeah. And
mysteriously
I was like,
turned
well,
off.
I thought it was just me. I thought I got hacked. So I'm like, well, what do I do? I went into my Pipeline Pro and I pulled up my social media and I put in that post and sent it out to I sent it out to all my groups and all of my different profiles, my business, my personal,
Wow.
everything. So I just sent that
Yeah.
out all at once through
That's cool.
which
Oh,
Kim
that's great.
Tucker was
Yeah.
like, if you were locked out, how did you post this? I said, well, through my CRM.
Right.
So
I saw
that is
that.
worth the
Yeah.
$97 to me. Like to be able to have all of
Yeah.
that. Because I had been looking at tons of different social media things to post and
Yeah.
different
Right.
ways to make that simpler. And if I
Right.
can do it all within this system, so
Definitely.
it's
That's
becoming to be as an all-in-one for me.
that's both automation and team communication too. Right? Or maybe
Yeah.
even bigger than team because you're going
Yeah.
social media wide. That's
Right.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's an awesome tip. Thank you. Thank you for that.
So
You're probably going to find me over there on
yeah, I
Pipeline
will
Pro
send
now.
you, I'll put my link here in the chat, but I have not moved all my stuff over from Close yet. But as I move it over, I mean, this is just so much. Like I'm still doing the
Yeah.
calls and stuff through Close, so they're still being tracked over there. Because they're all about compliance. I mean, you have to comply with FTC, and this is a sales platform, so it's more like Salesforce
Mm.
than some of the CRMs that you see that are just real estate focused.
Right. Right.
And you
Yeah.
have to be compliant with rules, and they help
Yeah.
you get set up. I mean, and they also offer, if you want help setting it up, you can pay them fees to help set up. They sell templates for social media and
Mm.
for their funnels, which I haven't used the
Mm.
funnels or the websites or
Yeah.
any of that, but it's there.
Wow. Sounds like it does everything. Everything.
Yeah. So if you're using, I mean, you have some funnels, Justin. What are you using
Yeah.
to create
Oh,
your funnels?
I see. I have a different. I'm a different guy, I guess. I think differently than most people. When I put my whole thing together with my life and my business and my CRMs and my websites and my texting and my, I choose to use different platforms for each thing that I can, because I feel like if I'm all consolidated on one, and then for whatever reason me and that one break up, I've lost everything.
Yeah, well, I didn't lose everything, but I lost a bunch of time. So, because me and clothes are breaking up,
I
for
see.
sure. But yeah, I did lose a bunch of
and
time.
and now you're gonna you're dating Pipeline Pro or marrying it, because
Yeah,
you got the whole the whole
yeah,
package with it.
yeah. But I can be
All
so
right.
much better if I have all of that stuff all in one place.
Yeah, I agree. I think most people are that way. I think that's perfectly wonderful the way that is, and I think it makes a lot of sense to do that. I'm just that hyper super skeptical. What is it? When you're
Paranoid.
jaded, I'm a little jaded, a little paranoid, a cynic. I'm a late converter. I'm like, I'm gonna get my websites over here, and then I'm gonna have this over here do texting. Then I'm gonna have this over here organize my life, and have this over here keep my prospects. And I'm just, I don't know. But then I regret it too sometimes, because I'm like, man, it would be so much better if I had this program over here that was $2.99 a month that did everything or whatever. But now you're saying Pipeline Pro's $99 a month for that. That's
97
great.
bucks a
97,
month.
97.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
I
Can't
The
mean,
beat
question
that.
I
we all
really
get
can't
So
beat that.
you might have me convinced. Tell us real quick, Angel, about your show tomorrow, on Saturdays. You've got a live stream that you're doing. I was trying to say about it earlier, but tell us
Oh,
tell us about it.
so it's just a live stream where I usually plan out, some topic that I'm going to talk about. And, I just jump on live, and it's there to be informational, educational, motivational, really focused on building inner and external wealth. So, I'm in real estate, and, it's that's there to build wealth. I haven't got there yet. All I've had is pain points, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm learning. But I'm a leadership coach. So, I'm about building inner wealth. And, that's part of what keeps me going. And, part of what helps me interact with people is, those leadership skills that I've developed over time, and learned, how to communicate, and how to help others to become who they want to be, and help them get to their end goal. So so the Saturdays are just you know live, different topics. People can jump on and off,
Mm-hmm.
at will. It'll be 10 o'clock every Saturday morning. Same place,
Central
same
time.
time. Yep.
Yep.
And it'll be streaming. I use Restream. So that's not in my Pipeline Pro. So I still have to have that separate. But I use Restream to stream to multiple platforms. So you can jump on YouTube, you can jump on Facebook, you can jump on LinkedIn, and in groups on my personal profile. I mean, it's like it goes everywhere. So wherever people want to jump on, they
Great.
can do that.
Great. Yeah, I recommend it, everybody. I'm referring everybody in my club to it also. So if you're in my coaching group in the chat room, you'll see me announce it there and on social media. It's a great place to go on a Saturday morning to talk about building wealth, which is really probably why you're here in the first place. Is you have some dreams and some goals and some visions. I am very excited about anything that Andre wants to do too, but he hasn't told me he's going to do anything yet.
I've enjoyed and I continue to enjoy coming on here with you, Justin. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
It's something I look forward to. And when you take a week off, I miss it.
Dude, I hate taking a week off. I've been doing these. I was on vacation and then I did this 3-day challenge
I'm
thing.
pulling your leg. I'm pulling your leg.
I know, man, but you're actually
need to-
preaching to the converted because see, I'm already like, dude, I've got to figure out a way to never miss a Friday because I
Why
love
don't you
these
just
Fridays.
do a road show, Justin?
Road show. I've thought about that too. Getting like a club wagon, 15 passenger van,
No.
and just go pick people up. Like I'll be there. I'll be at your house in like 9 hours, Andre.
Right. Oh, come on.
And
by,
then we
come
can
on
be
by.
at Tasha's in another 7 hours after
Right.
that. Is that what you mean?
I just meant just do it live from wherever you are. Did you ever see that meme from that guy from Fox News? I'll just do it live. I can't remember his name. He used to have
Oh yeah, Bill Riley.
yeah.
Yeah, he
I'll
got
just do it.
mad. He was cussing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. I love that.
So you just do it live, just
I'll
hey,
just do it.
hey guys,
I'll do it myself. I'll do it
I'll
live.
just do it. I'm out here on the street. If Andre's not joining me, I'm just gonna do it right here while I'm sitting here eating this Baskin and Robbins, guys. So I got 20 minutes for you. Yeah.
Man, Baskin Robbins, that's the only place that has 31 flavors, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever counted them?
I have it.
never.
I have it. I need to.
Oh,
Justin,
don't shatter my
that.
reality. Don't shatter my reality.
What?
Is there not 31?
Tell them that you want a spoon because they give you the free taste with the little spoons.
Oh,
so you say, hey, just start on one end of the counter and just walk. And then if they don't have 31, say,
Yeah, and keep the spoons.
No,
and keep the spoons to count. Oh, that'd be perfect. Yeah. Come back and show the spoons. Yeah.
Right. Can I try that pralines and cream again? I just want to make sure. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Wow, I haven't been to a Baskin Robbins in a while, but that sounds delicious. I am an ice cream. I'm nuts for ice cream.
Same.
I love it. What is it about ice cream, man? It's just it's like one of like God's perfect foods.
That fat, it's just it's just good, man. It's just good.
Tasha, I'd be happy to jump in on anything that you want to do too and support that because you're one of my favorite people.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you're here today, Tasha. It means a lot to me, and Andre and Angel too. Thank you all for being here. I don't really have anything further to talk about today. We're just hanging out here having a good time, and we can wrap up any time now. But anybody have anything they want to share or say before?
You do a great job with content, Justin. I really enjoy it. I think that you provide entertainment and education to the people that listen. And I appreciate being on here with you on Fridays. And you asked me in text message how the year was starting off. The year starting off pretty well. We're financing a lot of build to rent deals currently. So that's
landlords, huh? Big corporate landlords or little landlord guys?
Little corporate landlords, not big.
Yeah,
well, what happens is, they sell them to bigger guys though. So that's it's kind of like
the big fish eats the little fish.
Yeah. So they'll gather 100 of them and then sell them off to the other guys. So they'll do that. And then I've got a couple of guys that are starting to come back in. So like some guys that I had done business with maybe 3 or 4 years ago. They're starting to get back into it. And so they're buying a couple of houses and fixing them up. So I think the market is I think it was a little flat,
Oh,
at the end of last year.
yeah.
But I kind of feel like, the little guy's having a shot at it again.
I do too. I just
Yeah.
want to say it feels so effervescent, is what the word pops in my head. It's just like it's a little bubbly now and a little
Yeah.
sparkly, and it's just more than it was like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
December was
Yeah.
a different animal.
Yeah. It was shaky. Only the
Yeah,
big guys were out there eating, and there
yeah.
wasn't a lot of deals out there. And now all of a sudden, the little guys are starting to come in, and now we have seen a little bit of a tightening on the credit side. I know you don't deal with a lot of debt,
No,
but we because some of the loans are, we're having some guys, like on multifamily and some apartments and stuff like that, yeah, across the nation. They've been missing some payments, but besides
oh,
that, everything else
yeah,
is pretty good. The
yeah.
and I think that that's a reflection of last year. Rents went up so quickly, they
Yes,
jumped, and so I
yes.
guess that's kind of softening now a
Mm-hmm.
little bit,
Mm-hmm.
which is probably what you're seeing, and it's
Yes.
probably starting to adjust, and maybe
Yeah.
that might be causing a little bit. But I don't know if there's a lot of vacancies out there
Right.
though.
I got a house right now I'm trying to market that I was convinced I could easily find somebody to pay 2,300 a month for.
Right.
And actually about 1,800 is where it's at.
Where it's at. Yeah. 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 20% move. A twenty
Yeah, this
percent
is
move.
it's
Yeah.
a nice house too. Nice
Yeah.
house, nice area, close to the beach.
We had
Every-
all of that inflation though that came in last year,
Yeah,
and that reflected in a lot of the prices.
yeah,
So I think that 20% move is about right.
yeah.
And yeah, and because I see about a 10 to 20% move on sales too.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. Interesting.
yeah.
Interesting.
So but I've been in this thing for about 30 years, and
Yeah.
it's cyclical. And so
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
It's sick lickle. Sick. It is. It
it
is.
is.
It's
It
sick
is.
lickle. That's right.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Hey, you
So
guys,
yeah,
I love
Justin,
you a bunch.
you educate them, and you do a great job. And I think you
Thank you.
guys are going to really benefit from continuing
Thank
to be
you.
involved with you. So thank you for having me.
I like having you guys around, you three here, because y'all make me look smart. Because you guys are smart. I just play smart, everybody. I just play smart. All right. Hey, I love you guys. I'll see you again next week. And don't miss Angel's live stream tomorrow at 10 Central. Do the math for where you live. It'll be worth it. It's about building wealth. And then we'll see you again next week. Check out Andre's contact information in the description too, as well as if you're wanting to check out that free CRM, you can check out a link there in the description. Also, check out Pipeline Pro because that sounds pretty awesome too. All
Yeah,
right.
there's the link in the chat. So you're
Oh,
talking about the description? Where is that? I'm new to all this. I figured out how to
well,
get on the Zoom.
yeah. You call it Restream, but I call it Restream, and I've got it there in that. And so when you put it in the description there, it puts it
goes
out everywhere. Yeah.
on Facebook.
Let me
In
see
the
if I can.
Facebook, it's in the Facebook group.
Yeah, I don't know if I update it. Let me update it right now. And see if it updates all the descriptions everywhere. That's a good experiment. Because I'm on Restream right now on this
Yeah.
monitor, and I'm going to add your Pipeline Pro link to the description and
Yeah.
see if it changes it across the platform. So in other words, if it shows up on Facebook, LinkedIn, all of that, if it updates it in real time, or if it's just like the first description you go with is the one you're stuck
Yeah.
with. You know what I
I've
mean?
had a little bit of trouble with that sometimes.
Have you
The
tried that
description.
updating?
Not in the middle of streaming. But when I've put it out there, like I didn't have everything that I needed, all the information that I
Me
needed.
too.
And
Me
so I
too.
left it like a dot,
Yeah.
and I left it. And then when I went and actually put it in, I'm like, well, where do I put it in? It wouldn't let me back in
Right.
there. It's weird.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So
Mine seems to let me do it. Yeah.
So some
That's-
of them I went back and individually updated the description and on
Yeah.
the platforms.
I
And
understand.
so
Yeah, I may have to do that too. But
we may have to do some schooling of each other of using that technology because there are some things about it that I find really weird.
I'd be happy to share anything I know. I've been using it a long time. It's great. I love it. Bye, Tasha. We lost Tasha. Hey
Right.
guys, I'll see you guys later. Thanks, Andre. Thanks,
Hey.
Hey, no
thanks,
problem.
Angel. You guys have a
Bye.
good weekend. We'll see you again.
Take care.